Okay, so taking Savio on his first mine adventure underground. Say hi if you don't mind. Sorry for blinding you. Alright, so our mission today is to go down this decline shaft and see if it's flooded, because last time I was here about 3 weeks ago it definitely was. So if it isn't, there's some pretty cool stuff to see, and if it is flooded, then at least we'll know. We'll have to come back later in the year. So looking at the ceiling, it's all really solid. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Mostly watch your footing, because there'd be a lot of somersaults to the bottom. For real.
Oh yeah.
It's still down there. Like,
jeez, hey, look at that.
It's neat. I brought my girlfriend in here. She did it, but with the kids, like, they'd be complaining halfway out. And otherwise, this is all solid. Like, I wouldn't be worried about any of this coming down. At the bottom, you'd want to hang on to the kids, because there's a couple, like there's a winds that drops down, and there's a manway too. It's still going. Yeah, they'd be complaining halfway up.
It does get pretty chilly in here.
Yeah, it said 5 degrees when I checked up there, so I'll check again when we're down at the bottom and see. So here's the rail starting.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah.
Makes for awesome pictures and stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Especially when you're at the bottom looking up, if you can get enough light on the rails to see them, and then the portal at the top where the light's coming in, it looks pretty awesome. Because it's a straight shot all the way down.
Cool. Let's try to set up the camera on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it looks dry. We're almost there. It'll be so awesome if it is. Oh, it is. This part is, at least.
It goes in 2 different directions, Rick.
Yeah. So the right-hand turn coming up, it's been backfilled, so you got to almost crawl through it. And at the other end, it just goes to a little room that's maybe 8 by 10 or something. But you'll be able to see the backfill there. Yeah, it's dried. Nice. So yeah, you can see the piles of backfill going down the tunnel. We can crawl over if you want to. I've done it. It doesn't really go anywhere though. It just goes, like, you can almost see the backlit up a bit way back there. It just stops there. There might be a tunnel. There might be a tunnel back there that's filled in. I'm not sure. Yeah. So this is all just rock they took out from this way.
How far down is this? This is probably 30 feet.
Oh no, it's further.
Oh yeah?
For sure. Well, I mean, from where your truck is probably about 30 feet lower. Yeah. Because look how high it is up to the portal way up there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty far.
I didn't look back while coming down.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, like, you know, kind of, if you don't pay attention, you don't realize it. Especially coming down, because it's faster, right? Yeah. Going up, you realize it's a pretty far away.
I wonder what's just behind these walls, eh?
Yeah. So this was actually calcite, right? Yeah. And that would have been a thin little vein between layers of the rock. You can see a little bit in here.
You can see where it's split, eh?
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that would have been thicker usually, and would have also had the silver deposited with it. Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You can see more of the vein right up in there too.
Oh yeah.
It's actually white looking and a bit thicker there. Now, people, me, Miner, and Aqua Trigger both detected this one, I believe, and don't know if they found anything in here or not. They also dropped the camera down the 2 shafts under the water, so that was cool too.
Oh yeah.
Go check out their videos if you haven't yet. Sorry if that's not aimed on me. But yeah, so I don't know why there's a motor sitting there, but whatever. There should be a bottom part of an ore cart coming around the corner. Yep. Just a teeny weeny one.
Oh, look at that, eh?
Yeah.
That's pretty handy to have down here.
Yeah. We flipped it back up.
That's an
Someone had tipped
cart,
it.
I can guess it, huh?
It's really old, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's bearings in there though.
Wooden pieces to it there before.
No, eh? There's actually bearings in there though, so it's probably 1920s to 30s, but still, still 9 years old at least, you know. Yeah, and it's so little. Like, that would have been a small hand push cart.
Yeah. Well,
and then
it right there, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's some pieces. Yeah, and then the decline where we came in. Yeah. That would have had probably either a turn to go up it, or you'd dump it into another cart, and then they would haul it up with the winch out the shaft.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty steep pull up with it if it was full of rock.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely not pushing it by hand. So here there would have been probably just a spot to get out of the way, so when they're coming by with the carts, you're not going to get run over.
Yeah.
Or maybe also for like a brake spot or whatever. They might use it for all of it, you never know. Now it doesn't go very far, this one is kind of small. You can do the whole thing. If we go through it quick, you can walk it in like 5 minutes.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
It's already pretty big.
Yeah, you think so? Some of the places are like right insane compared to this, so
Yeah.
to me it's little, you know. So,
Oh, yeah, it splits off. It goes down too, eh?
yeah, so
Oh, that's where you were saying it goes down into the water.
yeah, so there's a winds here, that's what they call it, a shaft that's already under the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know how far down it goes exactly, and there is a false floor closer to it, so you gotta be careful, but you're good to up around here somewhere for sure. If you look at the ground here, you can see it starts to drop off down into the hole.
Yeah.
I have walked all the way around because it looks like it goes back over there, but it doesn't, it just stops. There would have been like the guy operating the hoist over there, right?
Oh, okay.
That's it, that's why you can see the cable is that way from up there.
Yeah.
So there would have been a winch and then the guy over there operating it.
Those timbers are still beautiful.
They really are, eh?
Yeah.
Now, my bonehead friend, when I brought him here, pushed this elevator. It used to be sitting almost level, but he pushed it so it's off the edge. But now, you can actually see. Yeah, it goes down. Right now, the water's about 20 feet lower than the surface that we're standing on. See it down there?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So usually it's flooded 2 feet. Like you could probably see a watermark on the wall in here. Not so much, but usually up to around here, it's flooded in the spring. So obviously something let go in the last like 3 weeks and drained way down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome, eh?
It is.
Nice square set timbering too for it all, and
Yep.
it looks really neat. My opinion, might be a little biased because I love all this shit, but
Yeah.
stuff. Sorry,
You know, it's
love
still
all
here.
this stuff.
Is like 100 years later.
Yeah, it's awesome. Exactly. Yeah. All right. So now we'll go. This is the last branch here, anyways, other than the one that's backfilled. And it just goes to a manway, which is basically another shaft like that, but it would have had ladders going down it instead of elevator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How far down do you figure it went?
It goes at least 100 feet.
Whoa.
And I know this because Aquachigger and Me Miner came and dropped a camera down, and I'm assuming he has his rope marked every 10 feet because they kept putting on the screen like, 20 feet, 30 feet until they're down at the bottom. So there's a bunch of drill core boxes. They're just for really small cores, eh? Like 1/2-inch cores, they're tiny. Someone's beer bottle, of course. Idiots. So yeah, the end of the line's just up around the corner. Didn't see any bats in here. At nighttime there'll be a few though.
Dang, dang.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. 2009, I'm not sure if I'm not sure of the markings. Sometimes it's the footage in, right? And
So they
sometimes
would be
it's...
just following like these little veins, eh?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's right. Hoping it gets bigger, right? And has enough to mine it. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, there's another one too we can go to one day that we could... It takes a while to walk it, like an hour. It's all level though, but there's some pretty cool looking veins in there and stuff like that you can check out. So here's the manway, which is actually pretty solid up around it. You can go this way if you want so you can see better. I've been here a bunch, so I'm not worried, but just watch you don't step on the part where it's going downhill. So I don't know if you can see in the video, but I'm gonna watch my footing here.
Right there, right?
Yeah. It's a little higher on this end than the other one, eh?
It's pretty clear water.
It really is, yeah. But there's ladders that go down the whole way. You can see them in the video and stuff. It's pretty neat. There's one that's leaning, well, you can see it there, sort of, leaning against the back wall. And there's one on an angle, too, that you're probably too far away to be able to see, but just leaning the camera
I'm
over.
comfortable watching it right here.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Nice, well, that's good, though. Everyone will be happy to see that the water's gone down. So, yeah, this would have been one of their airlines, too, for the drills. And yeah. So that's all we can get to in this one. But it's still kind of cool to come and check it out, right?
Definitely. It's just see, like, you can see where the layers of calcite are that peel the stone right to.
That's right. For a first adventure, this is a pretty good one. You get to see some cool stuff, and it's not too hard to walk, and Some of them are really hard to walk, man. Like, I mean, you made it up the mountain with me earlier, so it won't be too bad for you probably, but I prefer to bring someone into a place like this that's solid, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about them, and then see how they do, and then go to the next one. It's a little more advanced, and next thing you know, you'll be rappelling down holes with me.
I might hold the rope for you, but I'm not going to be going down.
That's funny. Well,
I
someone's
guess
gonna
where
come
they
with
started, this is probably where they used to rappel down the shaft up here, right?
they probably had that for safety, yeah. And they also probably would hang stuff from day lights or whatever. Or if it was far enough back, then they would hang like carbide lanterns or whatever, candles even. But yeah, there's a good vein here you can actually see. Like, not good, but there's enough of one you can definitely see it.
Oh, that's nice and thick. Look at the size of that one, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, they would just follow those and hope that they open into a big
And
thick
there's
vein
another
of
one over
silver.
there. You never know. There could be a big chunk, like a foot inside there, right?
Yeah, exactly. You never really know. Yeah.
There's a convergence of a lot of them in this place.
That's right. But they obviously found something lower for them to drop that, like another shaft, and have an elevator, so they're obviously getting stuff out of another level lower for sure. That was worth putting an elevator in, you know? Because they would have blasted one and went down by ladders first, started mining, and then hauling shit up in buckets probably. And then they set the elevator up and start hauling out the ore carts.
So all of this would be just blasted out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not natural at all. But that's also why it's still really solid like that, right? If it's natural, there's a good chance that it's either from water flowing through it, washing it out, right?
Yeah.
Which is still pretty solid usually. Or there was a pocket forever that just never got filled with waters from volcanoes and shit, you know, whatever they say happened, you know? And then that leads more to potentially broken rock hanging everywhere instead.
Yeah.
Where mining usually, like, the rock here is so hard that if it looks solid, you don't need to worry. But like some little spots, like these kind of little things, this is probably not going to even fall anytime soon, but it takes more of a fracture than any of this looks for me to be worried because that's still solid.
Yeah.
You could whack that with a bar and you might get little chips, but you're not going to get a big rock fall on you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing to really worry about.
Yeah, you can see the chisel right there. Looks like
Yeah, exactly. And these guys would have been pounding away at this stuff, working on it, right? Drilling and all kinds of stuff, so.
anything to get it out.
That's right, whatever it takes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre seeing it like just show up in a wall.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. And like some of these cuts that they made are pretty flat.
Yeah.
Considering they would be drilling horizontally, right? And the wall's like vertical almost. But a lot of times too, I think the veins formed like on faults, right? Well, I know they did, but a lot of times they're on faults, so you're going to have one flat wall anyways for the most part.
Yeah.
If it's on a fault. Sometimes there was a big wide crack where there was a fault and that whole crack would have been filled with calcite. So when they blast it, both sides of the cut are basically flat, you know? That's how a lot of the big cuts actually are around here. Both sides are flat.
Nice.
Yeah. So here's a piece that looks enough like it's going to fall. It's not going to hurt anybody because it's at like waist level, but if you give that a boot, it'll probably fall off. That's the kind of cracks you got to look for.
Right?
Probably, yeah, a little fracture and then it gets a bit of dampness in, it freezes.
Yeah.
Do that for, 100 years? All of a sudden the rock's ready to fall, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the most hazardous thing in cobalt mines is that. Because like this chunk might have fell from somewhere, it looks like it. But it probably would have just been like attached right up here, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like there's a big amount that's ready to fall, there's nothing.
No.
It's just the odd spot. Like this whole mine,
I was expecting to have like, you happen to crawl through the mine, like into, the mine only being like 2-3 feet thick.
Yeah, no.
Something that you could stand up and walk through, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, well, they meant business, right? They weren't screwing around when they were here mining. It was all about the money. So, if it's, whatever's easiest is what they would do, basically, because there was nothing regulating it, right, for a long, long time.
Yep.
So basically, you just come and blast your hole, get your ore, and sell it. So you gotta claim your claim first, stake your claim there, but otherwise, yeah, you're good to go. They didn't care about any of that stuff. Now, that all being said, there are some that you have to crawl through some stuff to get to places and whatever, but most of the places that we would go to, if you're going to come with me exploring again, it would be places like this or big cuts that you can walk down and get to some tunnels in and stuff like that.
I'm not a fan of tight spaces, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you'd be pretty good then for most of it. But yeah, like I said, man, they meant business. So when they made their holes, most of them were big and like as big as they needed to be, but not extra kind of thing. Is that a bat? Oh, it is a bat. It looks like, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all
Frozen.
died and decaying. Well, there's lots of bats that come in here though for the winter, man. Lots.
Oh, in the winter, yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're
it's
just
loaded.
trees, I'm guessing now.
It's probably it's loaded in here in the winter time. But they're not active, right? They're about like a whole ceiling. If you watch the videos of when I came with Jen, like on my YouTube there, like brought Jen into the bat cave. Actually, I think I titled the video "Enter the Bat Cave with Jen" or something like that. You'll see they're everywhere in there. And that's not this one though; it's another one, but same idea. So we're back at our decline to walk back up, and then out of here.
Cool.
I'm gonna check the temperature again really quick down here because I didn't since we're at the bottom. See what this says. 0 degrees, 0.4. Can you see this on the video here? 0.4 degrees Celsius.
I see a little bit of smoke.
I'll see if that's my fault. I could see it for a second, but it's really not easy when you're under the ground. Get the light just right. Anyways, yeah, should be able to get it. There we go. 0.4. Oh, 0.6 now. Whatever. Still pretty crazy. Whoops. Anyways, yeah, I could just edit and chop the part that I want out of there. I usually do that. I just record everything and then cut parts out of it. Otherwise, I have 50 videos to go through instead of one, you know? That sucks. Yeah, so it's not really worth going over there. Because like it's just a tunnel that ends at a dead end. Like a little space like this, sort of. There's a couple little pockets punched out, but nothing too serious, so. A lot of effort for nothing, basically. Not much in return.
No, it's interesting seeing the stuff on the wall like that, and then the fissures that happen.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, me too. I like anything to do with it, pretty much, man. I mean, I don't know. I got the bug a few years back for all the mine stuff, and now it's like, that's all I'm really doing these days when I have spare time, right? I don't know.
It's easy, it's right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Now I can make a video with you for both my channels, one underground and one looking for my drone and finding it. I'm so pumped about that. I really am. Oh, it's awesome.
Well, that's what I planned on coming out here and making sure it was getting done, and it was just, you gotta think it's gonna happen before it happens, and,
yeah. It happened.
It happened.
I knew eventually I would end up finding it, but I was really thinking it was going to end up being like in the fall and everything wrecked. It only rained a little bit for like an hour and a half the one day, just sprinkling, and maybe a couple of good quick little downpours, and that was it.
Just like an oil can or something.
Let's see. Yeah, it probably was, eh? Huh. Interesting. I wonder what they would be oiling, because most stuff would be greased, right? Like they would even grease the tracks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's another weird piece. I don't know what that would be. Strange. I don't know. Yeah, they would grease the rails just to, I don't even know why, man. You'd think all the little rocks would stick to it and shit, eh? But I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
Maybe just keep it from rusting.
Could just be that, yeah. So I noticed the cart, like the bottom of the cart that's in here has bearings, so it would be a little newer, and that's the kind of stuff just pump, like you pull them out, load them, pack them full of grease, and stick them back together, right? Like wipe out the old stuff. And so oil doesn't really make sense to me. Everything was heavy duty, so it was built to do the work, right?
Sure.
And they would just use grease instead, so you never know though. Could be just about anything. They might have had like an air-powered generator for electricity or something at one time, you know?
Yeah.
Since they had the big airlines run everywhere, a lot of times they capitalize on that for sure. Just get a little air pump basically, hook it up to an electric motor, and blammo, you got some power. He's still not up there yet.
It's a good workout coming in.
Oh, it is, yeah. This is easy walking compared to a lot of them. But yeah,
I gotta work on my roof, so this will be a,
you should be
a
good.
good workout to get ready for that.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about loose shingles taking you out anyways.
Yeah.
Could be prepared. Alright. So, before I get back out of here, I'm going to end this video. And say thanks to Savio for tagging along.
Hey.
And for finding my drone, of course. And hope you...
An adventure.
Yeah, for sure. Hope you'll come for more in the future. I think you will, eh? You seem to have a good day.
Here once or twice again.
There you go, right on.
And the frost all just everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Considering it's 30 degrees out there. Like right outside the door. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and come back for more. There's always going to be more. Alright, put this thing away, and then I'm good.